Hi everyone and welcome to Catharsis, and in today's video we'll be speculating how violent Moon Knight will be on Disney+. Before we get started though, if at any point you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like, as that would really help out the channel. Thank you. Now, ever since Moon Knight was announced as a Disney+ show around 2019, it did lead to a lot of people wondering, including myself, how violent the show will be, especially compared to other MCU projects, given the type of character he is in the comics. Recently it has been rumored that Moon Knight will be hyper-violent and the darkest MCU show yet by KC Walsh, and to add to that, it will have a lot of blood and be the most brutal MCU show so far, comparing it to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is obviously one of the more darker MCU shows on Disney+, at least in my opinion, especially episode 4, when we saw John Walker brutally murder one of the Flag Smashers with the iconic shield being covered in blood. And the fact that Moon Knight may possibly be darker than that is very exciting to hear, especially when reading some of his stories. Moon Knight in the comics is a pretty dark and brutal character, as he also has to deal with a dissociative identity disorder, which not only is a heavy topic all by itself, but also has many violent moments in the comics. One of his more famous ones was when he ripped off Bushman's face in 2006's Moon Knight issue 2. Don't know if they will do that, though the MCU has done a lot of dark stuff in their films and shows, so there's a chance they could pull something like that, but not show Bushman's face while it's literally being ripped off, and have the camera focus on Moon Knight while he's doing it, like in the page. However, that's assuming that they're even gonna take elements from that story. And even if they don't, I still think a lot of the action will be violent. Now, will it be darker than a show like Daredevil or the Punisher? Personally, I don't think so. I think they will have violent scenes that are close to these type of shows, which might have been teased in the Disney Plus Day reveal trailer, where we do see Steven's hands most likely had just switched personalities, covered in blood, and sees a bunch of guys on the floor unconscious in front of him. So it's definitely going to be a bloody show, but I don't think it will be a case where we will literally see someone's head being decapitated by a car door, or someone slamming their own face into a metal spike, but instead a middle ground between a show like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, especially episode 4, and of course some of the Netflix Marvel shows like Daredevil and Punisher. However, what about you guys? How violent do you think Moon Knight will be on Disney+? Do you think it will be more violent, or do you think it won't be that violent? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and one more subscribe. To begin, Catharsis.